Namaste, big cat water signs, grand rising, welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology, Big Cat Wave, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising, the planetary hot topics to add to your almanac over the next 7 days. On the 15th of November, Mercury in Sagittarius sextiles Venus in Libra. This harmonious connection between emotions and relationships promotes openness, optimism, and generosity in your interactions. Approach relationships with kindness and a desire for balance. Enjoy delightful social interactions, and romantic relationships may feel warm and fuzzy as well as fulfilling at this time. On the 16th, the moon enters Capricorn. Emotions become practical, disciplined, and goal-orientated. A stronger need for structure, responsibility, and long-term planning emerges. Practical concerns and achievements take precedence, emphasizing responsibility and determination. This phase prioritizes practicality over emotional expression and spontaneity. On the 17th, Mars in Scorpio trines Neptune in Pisces. This aspect combines focused energy with intuition and empathy. Actions become purposeful, creative, driven by compassion and understanding. Navigate complexities gracefully, fostering kindness and engaging in spiritual practices. Dedicate your time to your intuitive self and embrace spiritual projects effortlessly. Also, you have the Sun in Scorpio trining Neptune in Pisces, amplifying your intuition, creativity, and empathy. During this period, you may encounter a deep spiritual connection and show kindness to others. This alignment bestows spiritual grace and intuitive wisdom upon your life. On the 18th, the moon enters Aquarius. Embrace independence, freedom, and individuality, unconventional thinking, and innovative ideas. Your focus may be on community and social causes are encouraged at this time. Gather intel, seek advice where necessary, and prepare for change. On the 19th, the moon in Aquarius squares Uranus in Taurus. This challenging aspect brings unexpected emotional shifts and disruptions. Use mindfulness to balance Aquarius's desire for freedom with Taurus's need for stability. Stay adaptable and open to change. Exercise patience during this period of uncertainty. On the 20th, the first quarter moon in Aquarius. Seize the initiative, make necessary adjustments in order to move forward with determination. Embrace your individuality, trust your intuition, and collaborate with like-minded individuals. Utilize Aquarius's progressive energy to explore new avenues and unconventional methods to propel yourself towards your ambitions. On the 21st, Mars in Scorpio sextiles Pluto in Capricorn. Your persuasive skills and understanding of human psychology inspires you to lead effectively, make a significant impact in your relationships, guiding others towards transformative experiences with strength, determination, and strategic insight. Accomplish your goals and initiate meaningful changes. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Big Cat Wave. Namaste! Grand Rising water signs, welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your next 7 days. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Big Cat Wave. Let's dive in, darling dears, and unpack. You have a 3, darling dears. The energy of the 1 is telling you to evaluate everything, darling dears. Question everything that crosses your eye chakras. Yeah. For the next 7 days, pay close attention. Why? Deceptive forces may be trying to undermine your security. It's also what? Evaluate the thoughts you have in your mind, darling. Just question them, because they are thoughts, not facts. You also have the energy of the 2. It's a lucky period for you, darling dears. You'll be getting compliments, gifts. Some of you may even receive an inheritance, a windfall of money, darling dears. But travel is definitely on the cards for you, my water signs, over the next 7 days. These plans should go off easily. Some of you are going to be stepping into some form of business partnership, darling dears. You're getting the green light for that. It's about you being more, giving yourself a softer life, for want of better words, over the next 7 days, darling dears. Meditating, taking time to what? Go within, darling dear. Within. All answers are within. You know, listening to those meditative musics, like the God Hertz of 963, darling dears. You see, the energies of the 369 just switched around. What Tesla said is the key to the universe. Listening to the right music, the right meditative content, like mindfulness, darling dears, balancing out your chakras. You're getting into your cheesecloth and peace sign era over the next 7 days. Be welcoming of what's coming towards you. The energy of the 3 speaks about groups. It also speaks about you being authentic and authentically expressing yourself, your ideas, listening to others, darling dears. The energy of the 3 is ruled by Jupiter as well as Neptune energy. So expansion. Jupiter is also about the travel, darling dear, of it all. The number 3 of the dice, darling dears, also speaks about conflict. Somebody's nerves are racked by the next step or the next thing that's coming towards you. Yeah. You also have the Neptune. Neptune is the 12th house, darling dears. The 12th house is about endings. It's also about the healing that you've received. But divine is telling you that solitude is necessary at this time. Some of you are contemplating about your old age, setting up yourself for your old age, while others are focusing on the afterlife. The 12th house is highly spiritual, darling dears. I'm also hearing some form of confinement, some imprisonment, or somebody's confined to their bed. Because as I said, it's speaking about the afterlife. And if so, my condolences, darling dears. The energy of the 2-1 is about someone coming to visit you. An old friend is looking you up, darling dears. Do you want to be looked up? Or are you still going to be what? Kaiser Soze. Everybody hears about you, but no one sees you, without the chelation, darling dears. Love it. I don't hate it. You could have a birthday of the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th. It could be your door number. It could be part of your post or zip code, darling dears. This message is for you. The lucky numbers for you for the next 7 days will be 3, 6, and 9. Again, a play on the 369, the God code of the frequency of music, which will calm you, darling dears, balance out all your chakras, as well as your lucky numbers this week. Your luckiest days will be Sunday and Thursday. The letters C, L, and U will be prominent in your life over the next 7 days. All right, let's get your runestone. Just the one. Okay. Oh, good golly and gosh. We've got what? Evas. This is represented by the Death card in Tarot, darling dears. The letter E. So your lucky letters or letters that will be of import to you over the next 7 days is C, L, U, and now we have E. So now we have a clue, darling dears, or you'll be getting a clue, some kind of idea. I told you, you're going to be getting from some of you will be getting a visitation from someone from the past, but it's also about a business idea. Maybe you're getting your intuition in the form of a clue to follow that track, darling dears. Death card on its face definitely speaks about somebody passing on. As I said, my condolences, darling dears. It also speaks about someone or someone that was reckless in your life. You or them, darling dears, created some kind of disharmony around you, which was fraught and filled with mistrust and betrayal, darling dears. Somebody's removing himself. This is the bitter end of a toxic relationship for some. No longer putting in any effort. Somebody's recognized manipulation, addictive behaviors such as codependency, love bombing, that terrible cycle, darling dears. Realization is coming in. Represented by the numbers 19 and 13. Death card is Scorpio energy, the 8th house. The 8th house is of joint finances. It's the house of sex. Somebody no longer having intimacy in a situation, as I said, due to what? Taxes, loans, assets, property. Maybe somebody's leaving a lot of assets behind in order to be free to begin again over the next 7 days. This is about finding help, darling dears. We have it with the energy of the 3, unity of a group, looking for people with like-minded to aid and abet your escape or your soft landing. All of this and that, darling dears. This and that. Right, let's get your oracle ancestral message. Do we take? No, we're not going to take them because they were jumpers. Sometimes I do, but if I've got to question it, then I shouldn't take it. Because you've already answered the question. Yeah, you've been dedicated, darling dears. And it also speaks about possibly someone setting up an altar in your name. It also speaks about somebody putting their prized possessions, something of import. They're looking at it, looking over past memories, something that is their driving force behind them, darling dears. Trying to recreate a situation or create something new for themselves. But a dedicated effort is about to pay off over the next 7 days. Oh, return to sender, darling dears. Somebody's sending some negative energy back. Now, as I said it right next to the altar, spell work, negative word. Somebody wants you to crash and burn, darling dears. But as they point that wickedness at you, darling dears, 3 fingers are pointing back at them. Return to sender, boomerang season. Don't exchange like energy for like energy. You know whom this person or people are. This looks like a 9 in the background. 9 is the energy of the hermit. Someone that betrayed you, darling dears. Forced you into the DNS. What's that? The dark night of the soul, where you have to think about what happened. But you don't stay there too long, darling dears. In the DNS, had to look over my shoulder. Why? Because I'm the red light, green light champion of 79, as are you, bestie. You had to what? Become a keyboard gangster. This is about elevating yourself through your spiritual works, through your scholarly ways, darling. Just because the hermit always comes with the long beard. This is you working on something for some time, which is coming to culmination. Something that you'll be able to share within a group. Okay. But sending this negative energy back. All right. Somebody thought there was a big person in your life, a big personality, but not anymore. There's a lot of green here, but I'm getting the energy of envy around the heart chakra. Maybe somebody didn't give their heart fully in a situation, and the person who was not the givee is sending the hate. This speaks about thruple energy, darling dears. You know how we hate a thruple. A thruple? Hairline taking stuff, guys. Yeah, but it's definitely isolating, banishing someone, giving the full effect of what? 2 of these and 1 of those. That's Easter Island and Stevie Wonder. No longer speaking to this energy or wanting to be around it. Somebody is hell-bent, right, on disrupting what you've got going on. We saw the energy of a 3, and 3 means what? Conflict, darling dears. Somebody's pressed, pumped, and perturbed about your forward movement. Or the fact you said something to them, darling dear, and you stood on that shit. You wore it like Joseph's multicolored coat. Base of the deck. Something in incubation, darling dears. Never you what? Underestimate your gangster. Take the time to heal. We're seeing the sacral as well as the solar plexus chakras, darling dears. Healing your self-esteem, right? Returning back to your personal power. But it's about the forward movement with the solar plexus energy. The sacral chakra is getting your sexy back, your creativities, feeling more invigorated, motivated to move forward. The solar plexus energy is the fire element. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sacral chakra is you and yourself, darling dear. Water element. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. But this is a new beginning. You may also hear about a loss of a pregnancy, darling dears. My condolences on that. All right. Let's press on at a hot trot. Somebody's not wishing your trajectory forward. Well, we're going with the tiny cards, guys. Because who got checked? We boo. What fell off at the back end? A new beginning. You also have good news coming towards you, darling dears, over the next 7 days. What's this news going to be about? Some kind of an offer. We've got 2 pages on the tableau. You could have what? 2 progeny involved in this situation, but this is going to be victorious. This is going to put you in a position where you have a new vehicle, a new job. It also speaks about being engaging. Maybe it's a public speaking or public facing position, something that you've manifested. Maybe you're a driver, darling dears. Maybe you drive because the magician rules short journeys. Yeah, but there's a lot of backstabberation going on in the background, darling dears. Somebody don't wish you well. You may be a driver, long distance driver, bus driver, train driver, but it could be a boss up or a promotion in the situation where you are right now. There's also somebody who is emotionally immature, darling. This person is a fugazi. Yeah, they like to manipulate the situation. They know where to turn on the tears. It used to work before, then you realized every tear was like a what? A blade to your back chakras, darling dears. Base of the deck, you've got options over the next 7 days. Clarify the Page of Wands. The news that's coming in, darling dear. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is about your intellect. Something that you, as I said, you manifested. Queen of Swords is somebody who divorces themselves from a situation, not taking an offer from someone in the past. Your back is to them. It was a long time coming. It also speaks about doing the due diligence. This is about you being more cerebral. My water sign over the next 7 days. This is about you what? Seeing who your enemies are in your camp. This is about you what? Getting the grass low so you can see the snakes. Can't make it up. 5 of Swords. Because you want to cut soul ties. Wash your face like David. This is wanting to move towards a new beginning. Page of Cups. In the upright. I said it can be a treacherous person. Somebody who's emotionally immature. Stuck. It also speaks about a new beginning in your creativity. You have an information coming towards you, darling dears. Information that is going to put you on the good foot over the next 7 days. And again, this information, it also speaks about you getting over some kind of heartbreak or heartbreaking situation. It's taken a time because you've realized the energy that you were dealing with was wholly manipulative. Yeah. Yeah, an unhappy cycle, unhappy home, darling dear. When the home is unhappy, what is it? That's right, bestie. It's a mud hut. This is you healing, darling dears. This is all part of your victory. Realizing yourself, realizing you have the tools and the choice to change your life at any time. You're not a tree, darling dears. What did I say? Someone is moving away from a traumatic cycle, but this is moving into what? Okay, someone's going into a new domicile or unfamiliar territory, moving into unfamiliar territory. This, because as a water sign, you will remember the slights. But you know what? Thy rod and thy staff, they protect you. It also speaks about you being motivated, feeling inspired, feeling more, because you was creatively cut off in a situation. Yeah, single and independent. Somebody's manifested this new independent life. One which is what? Spiritually blessed. All of this one's energy surrounding this healing. Yeah. Being drama free, darling dears. Yeah. Patience, peace unto thee. You're an earth angel. But it's also about you. Someone's going to be managing their time and their finances, balancing it out over the next 7 days. It's about the journey you've been on, darling dears. It's been a long journey fraught with many obstacles as well as opportunities, but realizing the opportunities, yeah, no longer competing where you don't compare. But it also speaks about you working, even though you're single and independent, you work in a competitive field. Lots of competition, secret competition. This is about you no longer giving your emotions solely to a situation, putting a lid on your nurturing, darling dears, and using your intuition and discernment. Yeah, this is what's going to bring happiness to you, and as well as wish fulfillment. What about the backstabation? Yeah, disloyal people. Yeah, King of Cups, people that was emotionally manipulative. Someone or someone's that had your psychological password. Well, guess what? That energy's been returned to sender. 9 of Swords, didn't we say it's vanishing right back? Yeah. Not your burden, giving the burden to the Most High. They're beefing with God, darling dears, trying to send you that energy. You who's trying your best to live your best life. Good God. What's this? Judgment has found their address, darling dear. Someone from the past would like a second chance with you. One more round, Julie, with your hairline. We already saw that an old friend from the past wants to visit because they see you as stable, happy, right? Over the ball, swanky, darling dear, focused on your point, right? They see that you know your worth. Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Yeah, somebody who possibly it was a passionate entanglement. Come through Jada Pinkett Smith Shakur. Posh clap. Yeah, well, you know, we got to talk it like we see it. God has entered the building. It's about you knowing your worth and a new job or promotion within a job, darling dears. You're a natural born leader. Someone's going in for a team leader position. It's yours. Yeah, what about the jealous and the obsessed? What about the jealous and the obsessed? What about them? Wheel of Fortune on that. Listen, if they was jealous and obsessed before, hey, they're what? Hatred, jealousy, and envy will know no bounds. This is you releasing yourself from a addictive cycle, but it was all part of your what? Destiny. You had to go through this cycle, right, in order to get to the transformation, knowing that it started with you, the person in the mirror. Again, we see the Hermit energy. We called it already on the Hex and Betrayal, darling dears, because you had to isolate yourself from the energies that were bringing you down, making the right major choices. Lots of energies there, darling dears. Lots of energies. Right, let's go to the quick questions, right, and ask the top 5 if I can find it. If not, we're going to move on at a hot trot and pretend I never said it. How about that? Let's get another deck. Base of your deck, we've got again the 9 of Pentacles. Somebody wants to be single and independent, drama free, free as the wind blows. Why? They want to water their own grass. This is again about your self-worth, darling dears. Being drama free. Somebody wants to be dramatic, but it's someone from the past, someone who is hexing this new page, this fresh page you decided to write in your life. How is the water sign's finances over the next 7 days? Okay. We've got the Tower moment. Expect a sudden change in your finances. Base of the deck, we've got the 9 of Wands. It's not going to be to your expectation, darling dear, but you're definitely going to have a change in your finances. Base of the deck, we've got the 8 of Cups. It's going to have you in your feelings. It's going to make you, because we've got mathematics, computations at the back, darling dears. You're going to be wanting to know whether you're going to want to go or stay. So for some of you, you'll be leaving an employment, darling dears, striking out on your own. You've seen what better prospects out there, moving on from a situation. We've got the 10 of Wands. Yeah, somebody's going to be releasing themselves from the burden of a job or a situation they was once in. The Tower card could also speak of an ending of a relationship, a divorce. In the upright, fire, Mars, and Uranus energy. Someone is about to get a rude awakening of their finances, darling dears. Knight of Cups on its face talks about wastefulness. Because of what? Somebody had you by your emotionals, darling dears. Realizing that, getting out quick time and in a hurry. Pay attention to your finances, darling dears, over the next 7 days. What about relationships? Ooh, let's go. Listen, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody's bitter, darling. This could be a mother or a father, someone with children. They're very bitter. Page of Swords, and they don't wish you well. They hate your eyelashes. Yeah, jealous, bitterness, envy, hate. Queen of Pentacles on her face. Him or her, because you know gender is fluid in tarot, darling. This is someone whose real name is what? Hyacinth Bucket. There's no bouquet here. Hyacinth or Horatio Bucket. Yeah. Toxic to the core, darling dears. You are removing yourself from a toxic situation. What about this Queen of Pentacles? What's this? Six of Swords on his face. This person is mentally focused on you, not moving forward. We've got the Queen of Wands. Look, this is the spell work, the negative words. Lots of gossip. Somebody is going to be what? Chatting about you in them streets. Once you leave, Chariot energy. Skeet. Once you've decided to leave a situation for good, they're going to be telling all your secrets and adding some. Tower moment, yeah, because they want to bring you down, but you better keep it moving. Chariot energy. This is relationships. Somebody's leaving a toxic cycle, letting it go. And whoever they're leaving behind, they don't like it. They don't. But they better learn to love it, because you are what? A water sign of your word. You've had all you can stand, and you can stand them all. Good golly and gosh. Okay. Now that we've asked that bad boy, what if any obstacles for the water sign for the next 7 days? We've got the King of Pentacles in the upright. This is about you being more assured, right? Why are you going to be assured? Page of Pentacles, because you realize the releasing of a situation. This is Two of Pentacles, is going to attract what you truly deserve, things that you're going to want to stick to. You're not going to be taking any messages from past people. Knight of Wands, fickle energy. This goes to Nine of Wands. You're guarded from past people and situations. That is not going to be an obstacle, because you're going to be steadfast in your word. You gambled in a situation, right? And you, listen, you went from the King to the Page. This is losing finances, mental health. Listen, somebody was even displaced in a situation. We've got the what? Two of Wands, but it was toxic. You didn't want to take the blue pill and be rocked back to sleep. Ooh, child. Tell me something more about this obstacle that you're not going to take. Fickle energy, flighty energy. Five of Cups, yeah. Whoever this is, they're going to need to suck it up, or maybe they're drinking it up. Drinking their woes, darling dears. Five of Cups is somebody who is guilty. Effing, skin peeling, guilty, darling dears. Yeah. Let that bad juju stay around them. Someone's very upset and disappointed. King of Swords, as I said, still trying to gather information on you, but God is blocking everything. The Hierophant. This is about you realizing your self-worth, darling dears. Realizing your self-worth. This is the opportunity for you to begin again. Begin again, yeah. You may be starting from page status, but your mind is free and clear. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Not allowing ruminating thoughts to what take you over, or go back to a door that's closed, darling dears. As far as you're concerned, Page of Swords. You're curious about the new things coming towards you. Be curious about life, darling dears. You can start a new page anytime you want. Yeah. Three of Wands. Your ships will come in. Focus on your long-term goals, your plans. Some of you are planning to travel. We already saw that with the 2 on the dice. Devil energy being directed at you. Obsessed. People are obsessed, or a person in particular. Star card. They don't want you to heal. They want you to be at the... They want them to be at the forefront of your cranium for air. Imagine that. Living rent-free. Knight of Pentacles, as I said. This separational situation was a long time coming, but you're about to do the due diligence, and someone is going to be loyal to you over the next 7 days. 10 of Wands. Release that burden, darling dears. Right? 9 of Swords. Look, whoever sent it to you, darling dear, return to sender. They're getting it at night time, possibly from your ancestral team. Final guidance. We've got the 5 of Swords. Wash your face like David. Somebody wants to make amends with you, but they haven't changed. It's manipulation. Recognize it, darling dears, and choose yourself. And it's also about you keeping your temper. Be diplomatic over the next 7 days. Remember, people will try and trigger you just to get a reaction. No reaction is the reaction, darling dear. No answer to their messages, and you don't go down that dark path. Let them talk. Let them talk. Matter of fact, you're giving the authority for them to add what they want to the talk, right? It's none of your business, right? Because it's behind your back, like the past and a ponytail. Let's finish out this read. Final messages. Yeah. You are relaxing, falling back, darling dear, cutting your 10, that's Jamaican terminology, for crossing your foot at the ankle, right? You didn't want fresh shit shining in, fresh shiznai shining in the sunlight. This is realizing someone mask is off, darling dears, and what you pretended to be in that situation. We've got the 16, the Tower moment, as well as the 24. The 2 and the 4 goes down to a 6. You want true balance and harmony in your life. You're going to get cooperation and teamwork. I told you someone is going to be loyal to you over the next 7 days. Yeah, someone from your soul group or tribe. What's this? Truth be told, you know what's been written, darling dears. And as I said, you can write a new chapter anytime you want. You're wiser for your experiences. And when divine shut that door behind you, created a window for you. This is the energy of 14. 14 is what? The temperance. Earth angel, darling dears. And you're being guided by your ancestral team. Call them at any time. This is a journey. It's been a spiritual journey for you to find balance as well as patience. But it's also what? Somebody's watching you, darling dear. You have a secret admirer. It also purports long distance travel, darling dear. Somebody's making long distance travel plans. On that note, I drops me mic. Todd love to my Teesprings, my Patreons, right? Or my TikToks where I also upload videos. If you'd like a personal read, please hit me up in the Gmail. All of my intel is in the description box below. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Big Cat Wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, cat. Cat.